Yo guys, what's going on? It's Mondo here, and I'm sorry about the last couple of days. I was having trouble getting videos set up and stuff. Doing the research, it takes a lot of work. But yeah, but we got some stuff today. It's, the 4 games that happened last night and just saying the matchups of the Emirates Cup. So before we get started, make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, comment down below, guys, what you want to see next. I'm glad I still got that down. But yeah, let's start off with the Magic. Going up to 2-4 against, after a win over the Hornets, going down to 2-3. Paolo got a 29-9 with 2 steal game, with a pretty efficient game from the entire team. If you really look at the numbers and just how they played fairly efficiently and pretty good defense. Besides Desmond Bain, he has been putting up stinkers for this season actually so far. LaMelo went an inefficient 1 for 9 from the 3-point line, but our finish was 17, 13, and 7 with 2 steals. And Colin Sexton coming off the bench with 19, 4, and 2 with 71% shooting percentage. My question is Desmond Bain having just a cold streak? Is he, or is he just going to be just shipped off because of how bad he's playing? With that much money on the table for him, you might have to trade him because it's just not worth it, right? With that much money, him underperforming, just not good enough. And are the Hornets just going to be a bottom feeder again, right? They have so many young pieces they got to develop. LaMelo, Miles Bridges, that was supposed to be your core going into the future. Are you going to have to trade Miles Bridges? Are you going to have to trade LaMelo? I don't think they should, but those are going to be questions that come up this year because of how poor they're performing, at least rankings-wise. And you look at their wins and losses. Wins are really good, losses are really bad, in my opinion. So something that's going to have to be watched out for the rest of the year. They're only 5 games in, very early, but something you got to watch for. Next up, the hapless Washington Wizards fall to 1-4 against OKC, losing 108 to 127, moving OKC to 6-0 this year. There were no standouts for the Wizards, so that's why I didn't put any stats on them for anybody. But OKC didn't have Chet last night, so no Chet, no problem. Shea, reigning MVP, 31-7-3, with Hartenstein with 17, 8, and 5 with 2 steals of his own. My question is Shea Gilgeous-Alexander a top 3 MVP candidate? I don't think so. I have him at number 5 right now in my ladder, but, who knows? Who knows? Some people have it differently. Some people have him number 1. I have him number 5. But who on the Wizards will step up, right? They have a bunch of veterans who are, like CJ. Who else do they have? They have CJ. They have Alex Sarr, which is a second-year player. They have Kumbawali or whatever his name is. I forget how to say it. Right? They're just a forgettable team. I didn't watch that game last night. I'll be honest with you. I knew it was going to be a horrible loss for the Wizards. But my personal game of the night, besides this next game, or last night, whatever, is Golden State dropping to 4-2 against the Bucks, who went up to 4-1, 110 to 120. Warriors were trying new lineups last night, different starting lineup, starting Quentin Post in the center spot. I don't think that was a good idea, but you saw with the results, they didn't win. The bench was also not up to par, right? Al Horford didn't play very well, showing his age that game. But going to the Bucks side, Ryan Rollins stepped up, scoring 32, 8, and 3, playing in the guard spot, obviously, last night, with a decent overall performance from the rest of the team, without Giannis being, he was present but didn't play last night. Could the Bucks take the East? That's going to be my question for the Bucks. Are they going to be able to take the East, or will they be a top 3 seed again? I'm leaning towards them being the top 3 seed, not really winning the East, but we'll get into that later in the season. And can Golden State's bench be more consistent for more than just 5 games, right? For the first 5 games of the year, they were fairly consistent, and then now this game was a stinker. What we got to see from them is, can they keep being consistent, or if this is just a low game, what's going on? I think they're going to stay consistent because they're now playing with each other for longer, but we got to see what those young guys can do off the bench with Al Horford, obviously. Then, last game of the night, easily the game of the night. The Spurs making history, going 5-0 to start the season, beating the Heat 107-101. Heat dropping to 3-2 on the season. Not Golden State. The Spurs set a franchise record, obviously, franchise history with 5-0 start. With Wemby going 27, 18, 6, and 6 with 5 blocks and 1 steal. Bam playing pretty decently. If you look at his numbers, he was about average. With 31, 10, 3 with 1 block and 1 steal. And Wiggins tacking on 24, 6, and 2 with 2 steals. Shooting 61 and 40. 61% from the field, 40% from 3. My question is Wemby really going to be the MVP? Right? He has to stay healthy. We know he's going to be Defensive Player of the Year if he stays healthy. That's no question. But could he win MVP this year if they, come out and, keep winning, right? And then this is something I was wondering because everybody was saying it in the preseason. Khalil Ware is actually Giannis but better. He didn't show it last night, right? He only scored 2 points. No, he didn't score any points. I think it was 7 boards, 3 assists. He didn't play well at all. I mean, is there a chance that he's going to actually be a superstar, or is he just going to be one of those guys where it's like Hassan Whiteside? He plays well some parts of the year and then horrible the next. We got to see that from Khalil Ware, and I hope that that's not the case because he is very talented. I think that would be a great center matchup for East and West, but it's up to him. And, of course, Bam is Bam. So, yeah. So now we're at the portion of the video. Let's time it at 7:40. The Emirates Cup matchups for tonight. I'm just going to say it for Central Time, right? Because I'm in Texas. We do Central Time. So, starting off, the first matchup. Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks go up against the Tyrese Halliburton list, but Pascal Siakam led Pacers at 6 p.m. tonight. Jaylen Brown and the Celtics, the struggling Celtics, are facing a very red-hot Tyrese Maxey's 76ers tonight at 6 p.m. Scotty Barnes and the helpless Toronto Raptors are going against one of the top teams in the East, Donovan Mitchell and the Cavaliers at 6:30. Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks are going up against Josh Giddey and the Chicago Bulls at 7 p.m. Austin Reeves leading the Lakers, because we don't know if Luka's playing yet at this point of making it, are going up against John Morant and the Grizzlies at 8:30 p.m. Larry Markkinen and the Jazz, Red Hot Jazz actually, are going against the Devin Booker and the Suns at 9 p.m. Then Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets are going up against Denny Avdia and the Portland Trailblazers at 9 p.m. And then, of course, to round out the night, it is Zion Williamson and the Pelicans going up against the old Kawhi Leonard-led Clippers at 7:30. Hopefully we can do breakdowns of those. But with just my schedule and stuff, it's hard to keep up with all of it. And, of course, keeping up with just even stats in general, not even just keeping up with the games. So, yeah, I hope soon we can get set with every day of the week, like weekdays. But if not, we're going to do videos like this. So, make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, comment down below, guys, what we see next. And maybe y'all can help me in the comments on how to get this all set up and, working well. So, thank you guys for all your help, and see you guys later.